the materials that you need to start selling on eBay. What's going on YouTube? I just wanted to make a quick video. Supplies that you need to start selling on. So whenever you're just getting started, you really don't need a lot of supply. And whenever you're reselling, as far as reselling is concerned, think of it as a cycle of sourcing, listing, and shipping. What pretty much are doing is you're just sourcing items to sell, you're listing them for sale, and you ship them whenever they sell. So because you're watching this on YouTube, I'm assuming that you already have some sort of laptop or smartphone that you can use to look for garage sales or items online that you can resell, and that you have some sort of way to either get to the inventory or to have the inventory come to you so you can list it for sale. So with that being said, the only area that you really need supplies in is in the shipping side of things. Well, not necessarily supplies, but supplies beyond just the smartphone and some sort of way to get to the post office or get your inventory or package shipped out in some way, shape, or form. So as far as supplies are concerned, it really depends on what you're selling. But basically, one of the things you're going to need is you're going to need bulk mailers. Basically, bulk mailers is like an envelope. Think of an envelope, but with paper that's a little bit thicker and that has bubble wrap on the taped on the inside. This is beneficial because if you're shipping out something that isn't necessarily fragile, but you want to give it a little bit of protection, you're going to need some bubble mailers. When it comes out in like hardcover books, this is all you really need is a bubble mailer to ship it out in. And bubble mailers are sized by number. Here you can see a little chart that I found where you see 0 is the smallest size, and in 4, 5, 6, 7 you start getting up to bigger items. Personally, I always order the size 4 bubble mailers for books, but if you want to use them for a wider variety of items, you can also order the 5 or the 6. Now they do sell these at Walmart, but keep in mind that often it is cheaper to buy them on Amazon or eBay, where links to the ones that I recommend. Selling a wide variety of items is often better to just start out getting a large lot of a larger size, as you can always use the larger size for smaller items. But for example, you can get a lot of 50 size 4 bubble mailers for the for a cost of around 36 cents, as in a link in the description below. And it's going to cost you at least 50 cents to get a size 0 mailer at Walmart. But with that being said, smaller bubble mailers do tend to be less expensive. So if you're only going to be shipping out one specific kind of item, let's say jewelry, you only need a size 1 bubble mailer. The thing that you're going to need is bubble wrap. Now, here's a listing that I personally recommend the most that I get myself. And although bubble wrap is not going to be needed for every item, you're definitely going to want at least a thin layer of bubble wrap for any item that you're selling, because you never really know if the package is going to get dropped, or if a large package is going to get run against it in shipping, and if something comes up as far as the condition is concerned, bubble wrap a good item at least shows that you put in the effort to help protect it. So it's definitely something good to have on hand. 175 feet, it is a good bit of bubble wrap, but if you're ever in a situation where you have to ship numerous fragile items, or if you're just using a little bit of bubble wrap here and there, it can go fairly quickly. So that's why I recommend getting this much, but it doesn't take up too much space. Now another item that you are going to need is boxes. Personally, I would look at a box such as the 14-inch by 12 by 12, such as this one shown right here. This is great because you can ship large items in there. They don't really cost too much money. And now, the biggest thing about boxes to keep in mind is that you don't have to have a wide variety of boxes. You just have to have a box that's big enough to fit your item, as you can always cut the box's size to fit whatever item you're trying to ship, which is always better to cut the box with the size than to just fill it with extra bubble wrap, because the size does make up a large portion of what factors into the shipping that you pay for an item. Also note, large heavy items, just a general statement, large heavy items are better for FedEx, smaller items better USPS. So it's definitely something I recommend having. And also basic, another thing you're going to need is just basic office supplies. Scotch tape, scissors. Now, when it comes to the labels that shipping labels that you print out, so whenever you sell an item, basically what happens, you have an option to just buy the shipping online, which comes out either out of your PayPal account, which might be an issue because you already got paid for the item by the time of printing the shipping label, and with Amazon, for example, it comes out of the price of the item. Ultimately, when you go to print it, one of the things that people see a lot of other sellers having is a printer specifically for labels. Now keep in mind that this is an option that can be beneficial, but it's not necessarily going to help you because, especially when you're starting out, this is something that I do myself too, is you can just get tape and tape the label. Those printers can easily cost 30, 40, 50 bucks. And if you're a smaller reseller, taking the time to just tape it as opposed to simply using the label printer can be quite a bit better for saving money. Now, one thing that I would like to talk about a bit too is free shipping supplies for the United States Postal Service. That's just something I want to note because a lot of people don't know that you can actually get free shipping supplies from the USPS. And you walk to the store and you see a small section of free shipping supplies, but the USPS has a large amount of free shipping supplies. There's another thing that is good to have, because not only does having a large number of different size boxes kind of expand the ways that you can ship items out, but also it's great when, for example, also flat rate is great. For example, like the flat rate bubble mailer, it's great whenever you're shipping items that are small and dense. You might have, for example, a tool or something that's fairly small, or some nuts or bolts or something. You have like 3 or 4 pounds worth. That doesn't take up too much space. It's something that you can use to go ahead and be cost efficient as possible when shipping. And another thing that you can do is whenever you are selling items on eBay, you can use this USPS priority mail stuff, and you can sometimes use it as packing material if you don't have anything else. There's one time I was shipping out, if it's employed, pig platter thing, and I got some of the cardboard, some of the mailers. Some of them are like thin cardboard, so I just folded them, put a couple between the edges just to give a little bit more protection, and it arrived fine. I don't know if the mailers made a difference, but I know the item arrived well. And you can also, for example, use priority mail tubes. Keep in mind though that this priority mail shipping supplies can only be used on priority mail at the USPS. So, hope this helps. Links are going to be in the description. Thank you. Have a good day.